Marshall McLuhan once said that the medium is a message. What he actually meant by that can be explained in a few sentences. The characteristics of the medium itself have a social effect. They change society, business, and culture, regardless of what message we send over that medium. When we look at the social media, we think whether it's a trend or a fad, and if it's really causing a revolution in how business is conducted. Over the last few years, there has been a shift in the media landscape. This shift has mostly been connected with the concept of social media. Let's now try to figure out what this term stands for and why it's become so important to use it for your own business. Basically, social media are online communications in which individuals shift fluidly and flexibly between the role of audience and author. To do this, they use social software that enables anyone without knowledge of coding to post, comment on, share, or mash up content and to form communities around shared interests. There are different kinds of social media like microblogging, where users can send short instant updates of their status to their friends using email or mobile phones. Microblogging is an ideal way to get a quick snapshot of the mood of the times on any given subject. Bookmarking. Like microblogging, social bookmarking adds a great deal of efficiency to your searches for useful information on the web. Social video. With an unbeaten leader YouTube streaming 1 billion videos per day now. Purely social networks like Facebook and MySpace, where people communicate, share their views, ideas, videos, and photos. Professional networks like LinkedIn, where professionals from different backgrounds can connect with people from their industry as well as from all other professional areas all over the world. So let's look at the characteristics of social media as opposed to traditional media. The first thing, when you look at the introduction of mass media and how business has used that, all of a sudden you had businesses that were communicated to masses in this one-way message through television, and the media were owned by institution. You could actually buy it and you could access it and tell the story you wanted to tell, and it worked. Social web is very different. It's community owned. No one controls it. You can't buy access. You're an equal participant. And what that's done is that now the consumer has as much voice as the brand. It's a powerful shift. So the messages are not something that you can buy anymore. It's not something that the institution can control. To explain the social components of media, I would like to turn to the idea of tribes. What do we know about tribes? A nation of savages or uncivilized people, a body of rude people united under one leader or government. Sounds so prehistoric, doesn't it? However, it's not the definition we are looking for. I would like to turn to the definition of Seth Godin, an author of the book called Tribes. Tribes are a large number of like-minded people connected and led to a place they want to go. Tribes often consist of tens of thousands of members, all expressing their opinions and perceptions online, waiting for you to listen. In the online world, these tribes are usually called communities. They all have their own culture, behavior, and immersion level necessary to genuinely participate in their environment. The core thing here is that the internet means geography isn't so important. So if you can find 1,000 or 5,000 or 500,000 people out there who want to make a certain kind of change and can connect them and show them a path, they want to follow you, and you can use that tribe, that group of people, to make change that matters. Spread your idea, assemble tribes. It's all about leading and connecting people and ideas. Social media helps you uncover relevant online tribes that warrant observation. Social media is rooted in conversations, relationships, exchanges, shared ideas and common interests, similar to societies and communities in the real world. For your business, the challenge basically is that the social media needs to approach people as informed and helpful peers. Now people have their own voice. The former readers write, the viewers shoot their own videos and participate in contests that make them famous. Got a talent? Show it. Using social media, it's possible.
Hi, YouTube. This is Tandun. I'm very excited to bring the YouTube Symphony Orchestra to you.
Join us.
Join us. Join us.
Join us in creating the world's first collaborative online orchestra.
It's a wonderful opportunity to create, share, and perform new music, no matter what instrument you play.
Here's what you need to do.
Participating is easy.
Go to the Prepare tab, download the sheet music, grab your instrument, and rehearse your part.
If social media works for ordinary people, why not use it in business? Here are some examples on how big businesses involved social media into their strategy and it worked. IBM created a way and allowed their employees to write about their experiences, what they are working on, or any other topic of choice. IBM capitalizes on the intelligence of their employees to give consumers insight into what happens behind the scenes. Social media isn't only about using existing websites, but sometimes creating your own. To get a better handle on consumer feedback, Starbucks did that with My Starbucks Area. This site allows users to submit suggestions to be voted on by Starbucks consumers, and the most popular suggestions are highlighted and reviewed. Starbucks launched an Ideas in Action blog that gives updates to users on the status of changes suggested. The social media make brands more human, authentic, and causing them to engage more direct into the conversation. As you participate and contribute content, advice, and information, you build an online portfolio of knowledge that enhances your reputation, boosts your brand, and raises the portfolio of company you represent. And most important, this participation encourages customers' loyalty. You earn trust, and trust is priceless. We can help you do it. Apart from obvious points that we can help you to get started with, like baseline audit, audience research, and some workflow processes, there are issues related specifically to social media presence that our agency can assist you with. While it doesn't take much expertise to send a tweet, the norms of communicating in social media channels can require education and explanation. Traditional messaging approaches don't fly so well in these channels. Audiences, as you knew and referred to them, traditionally no longer exist. They're immune to general mass-targeted impersonal messages. Web communities evolve and thrive based on those individuals who congregate to share their thoughts and opinions and receive insight and feedback from others. Agencies can help to transfer the necessary knowledge around this to clients new to the social media realm. You don't need to be everywhere online. Twitter and Facebook might not be the right places. Perhaps your audience is primarily hangs out on forums or message boards. An agency can help to scope out the right places for your company to establish a presence online. Monitoring can be very resource intensive, especially if your company has a significant footprint online or in people's minds. Agencies are well placed to help deal with this pressure. If your company is interesting and matters to people, they will talk about you. That talk won't always be positive. Sometimes it's something you've done, sometimes it's something about your product, sometimes it's news. The list goes on. Regardless, monitoring for issues, identifying them early and coming up with suitable responses isn't easy. There is also a need for more and deeper research to understand and quantify the value of engaging with consumers in social media versus traditional advertising. This is an emerging area that we are trying to put our focus on. We focus on developing unique stories for the various groups your business hopes to reach and inspire. What are the benefits, you may ask, for my business? Here they are. Social media allows you to participate in networks that at one time you didn't have access to, gives you access to thought leaders, grants you an opportunity to have face-to-face conversation with customers, brings the world closer to you, allows you the ability to build a global network easier, provides a platform to build and promote a personal brand, increases the opportunity to become a thought leader in your area of expertise, provides income opportunities, connects you with business opportunities, partnerships, and funding, gives you a platform to be heard if you are willing to take time to listen to others, give you access to information faster, easier, and in real time. Even though social media is eliciting corporate participation and engagement, not all companies believe that this is the right step. These companies hesitate because of the variety of factors, including fear, disbelief, underestimation, lack of metrics, plain old misunderstanding, misperception, or even combination of all this. In general, companies are conservative. They don't move quickly and are resistant to change, even though the entire media landscape is already transforming radically right before all of us. This is the threat for other companies, but you can turn it into your opportunities.